Pecha Kucha 158, Darth Vader, the Shu-Torun War, and Inktober Week 1. Yeah, so I did some stuff because I said I would, and the plan for my future for the month is to do Inktober, one piece of ink work per day, digital or traditional, in whatever time I have available. I am still trying to read comics and books on my way to and from work. Darth Vader, the Shu-Torun War. Picked it up, flicked through it from the library, liked the art, thought, well, I mean, this is a safe pair of hands. I didn't even actually notice it was a Marvel book as well. Then all you, the artist for the first bit, is a guy who I know is good. The irony of this book is, though, I didn't realize when I picked it up, I already knew what was going to happen because I'd watched the comic story and basically explained the story to me. He did a pretty good job of getting the plot explained. So come the second page where Darth Vader lands on this mining planet to get resources for the Empire, I was like, hold on a second, this kind of feels a bit like I already... And then he's talking to the daughter of the king and he's pissed off, and I'm like, I feel like I know what's going on here. I feel like on the next... soon there's going to be an ambush, and there was. The mining barons of the planet they're a proud bunch, and they don't want Darth Vader stealing their swag, so they ambush him at a public courtly dance, which, well, obviously that's not how Darth Vader dies, is it? So it must not go out, it must not work so well. When that fails, the daughter of the king leads him into another ambush where he's trapped in a giant place that they then fill with magma. You can see my professional standards aren't slipping at all as I've bent the page as I've scanned it in my scanner. Darth Vader uses his force powers to save the princess, escape, kill the family, and then he came at the start bearing a gift, which was a piece of the destroyed planet Alderaan, showing what happens to the enemies of the Empire because the Death Star blows it up. He then makes the princess queen, and goes on his merry way back to the Empire until he comes back again because nobody is happy that she's been installed as queen. The barons are still upset, so there's a civil war, and Darth Vader's come to put pay to this whole thing once and for all. He continues to take no prisoners and be as oblique as his mask. He is led into what is this, the third or fourth ambush of this trade paperback, where his ship is kind of sent on a detour and then surrounded by the rebels. He breaks through to cause all kinds of trouble where the rebels aren't expecting it, and to actually effectively cut the head off of the snake. He goes with a couple of Jedi apprentices. I'm not quite sure what they've got to do with anything, but they decide now is the time to betray him. And then, when they can't beat Darth Vader, one of them betrays the other, kills them, and then runs away. So this is something for people who care about continuity and are actually reading a comic book about Darth Vader, published by Marvel. In the end, the rebellion is crushed, and the Queen replaces the Baron in charge with his daughter in the same way that Darth Vader replaced her king with her. All's well that ends well, except everybody is sad. I've also spent a fair amount of time in the last couple of weeks enjoying Oral Naught's Star Wars dub parodies, where they've effectively kind of re-scripted the first 6 films, canonically speaking. Very funny stuff. So there's been a lot of Darth Vader going on for me recently. And then Inktober 1, I was at work. I work full time. They hit me with overtime, so I really had my lunch break to do something, anything. So I just thought, screw it. I'm a big fan of Deep Sea Fish King. Grabbed some office supplies and did something, just in case I couldn't do anything at home. And so that's what I uploaded. Second day, to show that there's no plan. This is like the second part of a joke where I haven't shown anyone the first part. Again, it's basically like meme parodies using like just a golden retriever in relation to popular intellectual properties you've probably heard of. Day 3, I decided to get my Pentel brush pen out, draw a picture of Darth Vader with no underpenciling because I'm silly like that. And this is the picture I always think of Darth Vader, pointing forward saying, I find your lack of faith disturbing. That's Darth Vader through and through for me. So next day, back on my computer with digital inking, Optimus Prime, trying to figure out the shading. I don't know what I'm doing, and also drawing robots without rulers. I double don't know what I'm doing. Drawing backgrounds, I triple don't know what I'm doing. But you know what? This is what this is about, figuring out what I'm doing. So yesterday, a little smiley show teaser reminder thing. I don't know why I'm doing these things. I just sit down. I've got no time to come up with a second idea, so I just start drawing, and I'm usually happy enough with what I get that I'm prepared to put it on Instagram. I really did enjoy using ink pen and rubbing out the pencil lines for that. There's a lot of fun in that. So Instagram, every time I upload, I get a like within 5 seconds. Very fucking suspicious. And also very psychologically manipulative, because now I'm waiting for the next one because I think they're easy and I think I'm entitled to them. Using social media is extremely dangerous. I literally only use it to promote my art, not my lifestyle. And I still feel like I'm the one being exploited instead of me using it as a business tool. This is something to watch very, very closely. But I will continue to use it because it's free and it might work. And sad clown of the week this week is the sad clown of the week. I'm going to actually go see Joker later on today. I'm sure it will be great because everyone says it's great. And if it's not, oh well. It is surely better than watching Suicide Squad. And then I have to come home and do another Inktober picture. We'll see how that goes. I'll do something. And then I'll upload it and I won't have time to change my mind. And there's a certain amount of value to that, but a lot of people are putting out stuff that's considered and it's quite nice. I might want to try that, but I've just lost the weekend. Anyway, that brings us to the end of Pecha Kucha 158, and I will see you next time.